Might magazine. I have at long last completed a set of all 16 issues of Might magazine. I've been on the lookout for issue 4 and issue 6 for quite a good while. I've not had the opportunity to get any copy in any condition at any price. And 4 and 6 came up at the same time from the same seller. And I have completed my Might magazine collection. There is my issue 4. I was not optimistic about the condition these would be in. The seller didn't seem particularly knowledgeable necessarily of books or paper or ephemera. This was graded at very good. I was skeptical. The pictures weren't great, but for the price I thought I could get them for, I was going after issue 4 and 6 regardless of the condition. So I did not bother myself too much with trying to find out what the condition really was. For the price that they were listed for at auction, at minimum bid, I was going for them anyway. And up to the price I was willing to pay, it just didn't really matter what the condition was. So that actually helped. And it turned out that we had graded this very good, and it is in fact very good. I'm thrilled. These Might magazines typically have quite a bit of wear on the foredge and the corners from reading. It's not unusual for the spine edge to be nicked up quite a bit, really. You can see there's a little bit of rubbing, but very, very minor bit of rubbing, really. Certainly very good, but just I was thrilled it was this good. Got it for super cheap. Wound up getting it for the 4 and the 6. I was able to get them each for $8 a piece delivered, and yeah, I definitely feel like I stole them. I certainly would have gone much more. The subscription card was not present in either issue, which is unfortunate, but it's usually the case. I have the correct subscription card, I think, the correct subscription card for 3 of the 16 issues. They very rarely still have the card. A lot of these magazines probably lost the card before they got to the customer. And probably most of those lost their card in the first week. So any card survived at all is pretty much not too likely. I've got 3 of them for other issues, and condition of the page is just fantastic. So issue 4, yeah. I also got issue 6. The seller had graded it at good, and it is in fact good. I would put it at good to good plus. Has more wear. On this one, the main wear is it's got a scuff. Got a pretty good size scuff, and it has removed the surface of the paper, removing the color. So that's unfortunate, but it's a fairly minor thing for a magazine. It's about impossible to find, period. Got a small open tear here, which you can't see because the page behind it is black. It matches the cover. You can't see. It's got just a little open tear. Got a slight tear at the top here. The foredge and corners are remarkably good. These old Mite magazines are typically thumbed up. That's where most of the wear is. Very little rubbing, really. And rubbing usually shows the most on the back covers of these. Now, both of these had price stickers on the front cover. And I had to make a decision whether to leave them or to try and remove them. The price stickers look kind of bad, but they're about impossible to remove on this kind of paper, this old magazine, cheap magazine paper. Pretty much impossible to remove a price sticker without doing some kind of damage. The question is how much damage. Sometimes it can't be removed at all. I felt that it was worth trying on these, and I could probably bail out if I didn't like what was going on. So I used, for these, I used an air dryer. Don't like to use a lot of heat on a lot of things with an air dryer and taking off stickers, especially not when you use a lot of heat on these magazines. So I went with much less heat than would be ideal to take off the sticker with, but using a fairly low heat protected me from actually damaging the whole magazine, which would be pretty easy to do. Sticker is on the bottom corner here. You can tell I was there. I did do some damage. Because I couldn't get as much heat as I would have liked. You can see where you can see little indentation, I guess is the right word. You can see where I've taken that off. There was a little bit of glue residue, which I removed with an eraser, a very good eraser. And I did take a little bit of color to take the adhesive off. I felt like it was reasonable. Felt like I could take the adhesive off and not do a lot of damage, and I was prepared to stop at any time. And so some people would be not pleased that I took these stickers off. I think I did the least damage possible, and they look a lot better for it. So you can tell there's a sticker there. You can tell I took it off. Very minor. So whether I was right, whether I was wrong, I did it. There was a sticker on this one also. This one was in the top corner. The same deal. This one I did better with. This one with low heat, I was able to not have to work very much on the paper to take off the sticker. There was virtually no residue. It is lightened a bit here from what residue there was that I removed. So it has lightened the color just a bit here. That's a trade-off, and some people would be appalled that I did it at all. I am not unhappy. So issue 4 and issue 6, completing the collection. You might notice the format is unusual. It's a very square format, and the first issues were in this square format. I do have some issues, some extra issues here. The rest of my collection is archived and it's not here. It's in a safe place. I do have some double and triple here in issue 2, celebrating the first 50 years of Mite magazine. So very nice square format. And then after the early issues, they changed to a typical standard ho-hum format which I do not approve of. I wish they had stayed with the more interesting square format. This is an issue 11, and here we have the typical standard run-of-the-mill magazine size and format. Probably their vendors appreciated the standard size much more than the square format. So they may have bowed to pressure from their vendors, to which I say boo. Issue 12. And I have here an issue 14. We got Johnny Walker, back cover advertising. Tanqueray, back cover advertising. Goldschlager, liquor up in San Francisco. This is Specialized bicycles. Are they all bicycles? I don't know. Well, Specialized bicycles, I think. The guy's probably riding drunk on his Tanqueray. And Tanqueray again. So, yay to me. I have completed my 16 issues set. Issues 4 and 6. Very happy with the condition. $8 a piece delivered, which is way less than my maximum bid. So, very pleased. There you go. Mite Magazine.